Hey everyone, and welcome to Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place where we live life with zero limits. How are you? How are you, Jeff? How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so happy. I am feeling grounded. Is that a feeling? Is grounded a
Yes,
feeling? Yeah, I feel grounded.
it's a feeling. I feel it's
Yes.
grounded, and I'm glad to hear that. I hope you had a great week, and I hope everyone who's watching wherever you're joining us, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you all had an amazing week, and that you've been experiencing feelings related to positivity and abundance in your life.
Yes, amazing. You know, we get our focus.
Yes.
And so it's a decision for me. You focus, what you focus on, you feel. So
yes,
I'm focusing on that which is within me, the joy, the peace, the abundance, like you're saying.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff, I was hoping today our conversation would be a continuation of what we started last week. And just to remind everyone who was not here last week we touched on how to discover your purpose. And Jeff walked us through the steps in being able to come up with a mission statement that can help to focus you and can help to ground you. And so today I was hoping we could just, carry on from that conversation. And we'll definitely make sure we leave a link below with last week's episodes in case anyone wants to start there. That would be a great place to start from. So Jeff, back to you. Today I'm putting you on the hot seat. I hope you're ready for me. Good.
Let's go.
So Jeff, assuming someone has been able to come up with a mission statement and being clear on, this is what I know is my purpose or the mission that I want to step into, and they're trying to find help. And, in today's world, there are so many types of helps. There are coaches, there are counselors, there are mentors. And so today what I was hoping to identify is, I know you as a coach, right?
Yes.
Someone else can be just seeking mentorship. Someone else may feel like, I actually don't need mentorship. Maybe I actually need a counselor. And so what I'm hoping we can delve into today is between those three, and perhaps there's another profession that I'm missing out. Where would one go to, or how can one identify what type of help to go through? And so can you walk us through the differences and help us understand, go to a coach for this, go to a mentor for this, go to a counselor for this, or go to all three of them if this is the need?
Yeah. And by the way, sometimes I wear different hats, sometimes I mentor.
Yes.
And let me begin there. What is mentorship? So mentorship is it's a helping profession where a mentor, someone that has a greater skill or experience than the mentee, works with them to show them how it's done. It could be career, it could be health, it could be any area of your life, it could be even spirituality. In fact, this might surprise you when you do the history of mentorship. It started in the Bible. It started with Jesus Christ mentoring the disciples and all that. And the church was very big on mentorship during the early church. But then after some time, I feel mentorship, the church went into discipleship, which is a little bit different. It's another helping profession, helping people through discipleship. Mentorship is about someone that has a higher experience working with someone else. It could be difference in age, it could be difference in experience, difference in business, a skill. For you to be a mentor, you must be ahead of your mentee or mentoree. You must be ahead.
Okay.
You cannot mentor someone that you're on the same, on the same level. You maybe peer mentorship, but mostly there's seniority involved in mentorship. And that's the difference between mentorship and coaching.
Okay.
Yeah. Because now coaching, there's
true.
no seniority involved. Anyone can coach. Anyone, you can get a teenager. Coaching, you need just the skill. You don't need the seniority to coach anyone. As long as you have the skill to guide someone, to work with someone, and again, mentorship is more directive. Coaching is more, the client makes the decision, the client makes the choices. There's no much advice. But in mentorship, there's advice. There's actually directive.
This is what you should do. This is how
this is what you should do. If you want to get this, do this. And I do that with my coaches because I have experience in coaching, and I went, maybe ahead of many of them. I can guide them. This is the way you do it. This is the way. So in that place, I'm a mentor. I'm not a coach.
Yes, and I was just thinking about it right now. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? In terms of even coaching practice, like for everyone who goes through your school, you would be like the absolute best mentor because one, you have the experience. You've been doing this for a while. But it's very interesting how you say that mentorship is more of a directive because from your experience, you're able to say based on this is what you did. Do this because it succeeded. Let's circle back to coaching, right? And you've been able to mention that coaching, anyone can do it. It just requires guidance. But let's talk about from the perspective of someone who's now discovered their mission. What scenario would they go to a coach? Because they've already identified, this is what I'm supposed to do. Most of them would just want to go out and do it. So why coaching? At least you've been able to understand why a mentor, why coaching.
Yeah. So you see, coaching is helping this person unleash their potential because coaching is elevating. You are empowering the client. It's not about really forcing them to do anything. It's about allowing them to see the awareness of the potential within them so that they can live from an elevated place. So there's a lot of awareness. There's a lot of choice in coaching where you are aware, okay, this is a choice I'm making right now. I'm making the choice to live this purpose, and it's my purpose. I choose it. And so coaching will guide you through a process where the coach is focused on you and your potential. In fact, the main distinction between coaching and counseling is that counseling focuses on the problem the person is going through. Coaching focuses on the person's potential. You see, that's the main distinction. So a counselor will ask you, oh, when did this happen? Who was there? What, when, how deep? A coach will not go there. I'll be, okay, how did you see this? How did you see this? How did you see it right now? It's about you. And it's about empowering you so that the challenge is no longer a challenge to you.
Amazing. And so let's take counseling because you've talked about counseling as well, right? So we've identified mentorship is just being able to get directive. Coaching is more so about unleashing your potential, getting you to really answer those questions, to unleash that potential. And then let's come to counseling. And you said off by saying like counseling takes the problem or the issue and really tries to deep dive and understand the whys. Is that a true statement?
Yeah. So we are going to the issue. It's issue-based approach. And so we are going to for you to come to coaching, you don't have to have any problem. You don't need to have any issue. In fact, coaching primarily is for people whose issue is their dream, their what they want to achieve.
How do I unleash my potential?
How do I unleash my potential? That is it. And sometimes I refer my clients to a counselor, although I did a bit of counseling. I don't like to double there. So I refer my clients sometimes. If you're stuck on an issue so much, then you need to see a counselor before you can now so that you can understand, deal with that past. So now you're ready to unleash your potential.
Okay. So in this case, someone just discovered their purpose. They are on the starting phase, and they don't feel like they have an issue. They could have an issue. Of course, they don't have an experience because they've just discovered this new identity. Where would you suggest that they start? Would it be the counselor? Would it be the mentor? Would it be suggest the coach? Like, where would you, someone who's like, okay, normal issues in my life, but nothing serious. But where would you ask someone to? Where would you encourage someone to start?
Well, with issues of purpose, both mentorship and coaching would actually help. Sometimes you get two in one.
Okay.
Yeah, mentorship, because that coach, if you get a coach that has already discovered their mission, their purpose, they are living it, they have seen the lows and the ups of life, they have made their own decisions, then they can mentor you in purpose. They can take you through what we call the hero's journey, which has got the ups and downs, slay your giants, because they have, slaughtered or slain their giants. That gives you an experience. But then that person is also a coach. If you get that, then you're truly blessed. But those two, because mentorship is guiding you and telling you, you know what, this is how, don't do this, or this is how you do it, and we agree. Or this is how. This is where you are right now. This is where I was then, and this is what I did exactly. And you can do the same, or you can decide to do something else different. Remember, both mentorship and coaching, there is agreement. So you manage agreements. If you agree with the mentor, you follow through, then that agreement is what you manage. It's the same thing in coaching. You agree with the coach. But then most of the time, the client talks more. That's number one. In coaching, the client talks more. The coach talks less. There is a lot of questions. The coach will ask questions to pull out your potential. In mentorship, the client is the mentee is the one who asks questions. Because they're asking, how do I do this?
Yes.
Jeff, how do I do this? Now, what is next? What do I do?
Yes, that is so
true.
The
mentee is the one asking many questions. In coaching, the client doesn't ask so many questions. The coach is the one that asks the questions and guides you to your potential.
Yeah, absolutely. That is good. And where would a counselor step in that scenario? Or do they step in the beginning phases, or?
At any place where the person is emotionally stuck, like they feel, okay, they cannot make a conscious decision of what they truly want to do in life because they are stuck somewhere in a pattern.
Yeah.
There are patterns, like the crazy 8 pattern, where you are always depressed. You are always between sadness and being angry. You're either sad or angry all the time. Then your mind is not ready for coaching yet. You might need to see a counselor for 1 or 2 sessions before you can say, okay, I've dealt with that issue. I'm good. Now let me deal with my dreams. Okay, because there are people, if they see a coach, especially if it's a coach who maybe doesn't have the understanding of psychology and understand where is this person coming from, they might take longer to get their breakthrough because they're still tied emotionally to something that happened many years ago.
And I think that's very great that you've actually been able to clarify that, so that as anyone who's watching can be able to really identify, what do I need to step into this new purpose, to set this new identity that is around my mission. And so thank you for clarifying that. And so I want to focus on you a little bit, right? You proudly own Destiny Life Coaching, and you've taken a lot of coaches through your program. I am in the journey of being one of your students. So very excited. I am also
Yes.
very blessed. And you said it, I'm very blessed in that I found a coach and I found a mentor. Hooray!
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So thank you that I've been
Nice.
able to
You're
find that in
welcome.
you.
Yeah.
But Jeff, I want to focus on you. As I said, you building up Destiny Life Coaching. How did you identify the coach for you? And do you have a coach? Do you have a mentor? I think I'm pretty curious for us to find out how you figure that out, because what's going to happen is people have discovered their purpose. We've shared the 3 people, but how do they identify? How do I get a coach, a counselor, a mentor?
Very, very important. Now, you see, this is what I did, and this is what I would maybe perhaps advise someone if I was mentoring them through the journey of making these choices. So, what did I do? So the first thing was, I got a coach. I still have a coach and have a mentor. I have at some point experienced counseling, I think for about 4 sessions. I had with a counselor, and then I said, I'm good now.
I got this. But hey, it's good for you to be able to share that so that people can also understand, like, seeking a counselor for any issue, it's okay, because look at you today. Yeah.
It's definitely okay. Yeah. So for me, I had an incident some years back where I got into an accident, and it's not an accident, it was an attack. Some guys came to my house, and so there was hours of being taken through very traumatic experiences. So from there, I would not have gone to a coach.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
So I went to a counselor and went for this because I had, when I imagined the house, when I imagined the attack, I used to feel tremors.
Yeah. I'm
so
sorry
you
to
see,
hear
I'm
that.
shattered. Yeah. Well, 4 sessions, I was good. In fact, my counselor, the one who took me through the 4 sessions.
Yeah.
On the 4th session, now I understood what I do and all that, and he became my student.
Nice.
At Destiny Life Coaching.
That's nice to hear. That's great to hear.
It is one of the biggest student. I mean, this guy, he has had PhD in counseling and all that. So he came, now got certified as a coach, and now he practices as a coach. So my journey was always to value coaching and mentorship. My philosophy is that if you want to do well in life, I mean, get the best in the industry in your area. If you find, so for me, I was looking around, searching, okay, who do I connect with? In those days, locally here in Kenya, there was no coach, like 0 coaches. I could not connect with anyone. And that's why when you search on Google, you'll find my name as one of the leading names, because I was among the first people to bring coaching to Kenya. So I had to
I think you're being humble by saying one of them, because it is the leading. Hey, that's how, Jeff, let's let everyone know. That's how I found you. I just went to leading coach, life coach in Kenya, and your name popped up. So
wow, yes, you've told that story. That's amazing. I'm telling you, it's I'm glad that I made the decision. Of course, the mistake initially I did was to walk without a coach and a mentor. And I think it was a few months going to a year, I was so confused. I mean, where do I begin? And because I'm beginning this profession and there's no guidance, I didn't have any guidance. And I was transitioning from church, where I was doing the counseling, premarital counseling, couples and stuff. But now coaching is a new profession, and people don't know what this coaching is about. In fact, people called me swimming instructor because they thought that's what coaching was about. Yeah, so I had to look outside of Kenya and get, that's how I connected, with the work of the great Tony Robbins, and really had a great time learning under him. And, in him, I got both, a teacher, a mentor, and a coach. And a teacher is another, helping profession, because a teacher can actually, you can have someone in your life that teaches you. A teacher is different from a coach, and a teacher is different from a mentor. That's another one.
True.
Yeah, because there's a specific lesson you want to learn, then that's a teacher. You just want to get it in your mind. That's a teacher. So yeah, did training, and then from there, I've never not had those two: a mentor and a coach.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, in your case, how you identified who to go to is you started off by deciding you're going to look for someone who is much greater, more experienced, and that's the best in what you do.
Yes.
And that's how you identified.
Yes, the best in the industry, if I can. You see, the thing is, and I think it's the same philosophy of Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, the same philosophy. When you want to really make an impact, you are looking for the best of the best. That's how you get mentorship. Mentorship, you're getting, from that level. Coaching, you can get it from any level. There are times, there's a year I was coached by my own student.
Yeah.
The whole year. Yeah. So I had this great coach. So that year I decided, no. This year, I'll give my student a chance. So I just sent this student, the calendar, fill the calendar. And I was, her coach for a full 1 year. So she was my coach. Okay, so you can have someone that is really junior to you coaching you. The coaching relationship is totally different from mentorship. Now, mentorship, totally, it's a different. So if you're starting a business, you need a mentor, you need a coach. Okay, a mentor is someone that has done exactly what you're looking to do, and they're the best in the industry. So if you want to train, you're in Africa, you want to train, become a coach. Of course, you know where to go. Destiny Life Coaching.
You've
been training with the best.
The best.
Yes. And we will avail our time. The good thing is we will connect with you. We will get into your business until you get it. Show you how it works in our market so you can practice the same.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome, Jeff. I feel like you've broken that down very clearly. You've given us a chance to understand the counselor's work, the coach's work, the teacher's work. You've mentioned the teachers.
Yes.
And for those who want a mentor's work, I believe you've been very clear. And so, as we are all stepping out into discovering who you are, discovering your purpose, identify out of those four, who do you need to start? Where do you need to start? And keep in the back of your mind, go for the best of the best. And in Kenya, we already have Destiny Life Coaching, and Jeff's school has an amazing support. You and Carol do a great job. So thank you very much. I believe that that is all we have for today, Jeff.
And thank you for joining Destiny Life Coaching yourself. Your journey has been amazing.
Thank you.
From the time we met some time back, now you are a student. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. And then soon I'll be jumping into mentorship as well.
Exactly.
Getting your mentorship.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff.
Thank you. And guys, we'll leave a link below. So if you can connect with Mary, you can also connect with myself for a free consultation session to just help you find clarity on which one of these professions do you need, and we will refer you to the right person. We have connections, contacts with counselors, psychologists, clinical psychologists that can help. We even have contacts of the police if that's what you need.
Hey.
So, during the consultation session, we would definitely guide you to the right place so you can unleash your purpose. Thank you. God bless.
Be blessed. Thank you, Jeff.
Bye-bye.